Good morning. Thank you for this opportunity to speak. I find it interesting that everyone that is standing up in favor of the GMO operations as they exist are paid employees of that industry. I do a tremendous amount of research as an independent citizen because I'm concerned for the health and well-being of those people and the general public. To me, it's not so much whether GMOs, foods themselves, are harmful to eat or not. I do my best to avoid them. What I can't avoid is the pesticide drift that the company sprays as part of its GMO seed operation and open field experimentation here on Maui. The vapors hanging in the air, the residues in the fugitive dust that blows across Maui, and in the runoff from heavy rains. Directly countering Big Ag's claim of a scientific consensus of safety, newly released peer-reviewed scientific studies show that the industry's testing of the public health risks from exposure to the pesticides applied to GMO crops has been greatly downplayed. The company's methodology is to test individual chemicals in isolation in the laboratory. In practice, however, the active chemicals are mixed with carrying agents that radically change their absorption levels, making them far more toxic to humans than what the companies claim. Big Ag's defenders, who are mostly on the payroll, will tell you that these pesticides are regulated federally by the EPA and that everything is okay. But the EPA's recent announcement that they were raising the allowable human exposure levels of the widely applied Roundup included a strong disclaimer from the EPA that the EPA does no testing themselves, that they rely totally on the companies to tell them that the new levels being allowed are safe. In the past, all efforts by the EPA to acquire the details of Big Ag studies have gone unanswered. After 3 years of trying, a panel of specialists, independent experts assembled by the EPA to review the company's studies, disbanded themselves because they could not get the company to comply. The companies refused to give them samples. Additionally, the new disclosure law that went into effect in Kauai has revealed that to sterilize the fields for their GMO crops, the companies are spraying 80 different chemicals into the open air fields. Of great concern is that these multiple applications overlap, creating chemical cocktails that would also likely change the effects to humans. No testing on the chemical cocktails have been done at all. That the companies have taken to the courts in Kauai and have lobbied the legislature this past session to generate preemptive state legislation that would strip the county of its rights to regulate pesticide exposure in our community calls the ethics of the entire initiative into question. What are they hiding, and why are they so desperate to hide it? This is the first ever citizens initiative to advance to the council in Maui County on agricultural issues. It's likely to be the last. May I have a minute more? Thank you. This past Hawaii State legislative session was introduced a right to farm bill that, had it passed, would have stripped this county of our existing right to regulate how farmers and ranchers engage in modern farming and ranching practices. That our local Senator Roz Baker's name is on that bill that would have stripped our county of our existing rights is insulting to me, and I think it should be insulting to this county as well. Newly published independent peer-reviewed scientific studies also point to the health risks of the same pesticides that are being sprayed with impunity in our communities. We are just a means to an end for the corporations that are risking the well-being of the people of Maui County, and we are at the bottom of the list, being sacrificed for their financial gain.
4 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you for your time and consideration.